Hi everybody, my name is Barry Schwartz and this is the Search Buzz video recap. Today, when I published this, is Friday, October 13th, but I actually created this, or whatever you want to call it, on Wednesday, October 11th. I am offline. I'm offline Thursday and Friday of this week. Everything that was written, published, and scheduled, and social media and all that other stuff was done prior and scheduled to be done so. So hopefully I didn't miss anything significant like I did last week. And this is the last time I'm offline for a while, so hopefully that helps. In any event, over the weekend, last weekend, there seemed to be some type of Google search ranking algorithm update. Lots of chatter, lots of signals showing that there was an update. You can see all the tools lighting up, showing significant traffic, algorithm volatility from Google specifically over the weekend. Google would not comment on it, but who knows what's going on. On Wednesday or Tuesday, we actually noticed that Google was actually doing significant changes also, but specifically with the mobile ranking results, with the mobile search results. So you can see here, these charts are actually specific to mobile search in Google. And you can see as they load that there's huge changes in the Google search results on the mobile side across all these tools that specifically track mobile. Some picked it up earlier, some picked it up later. I'm thinking it's probably somewhat related, maybe somewhat related to the mobile first indexing being tested in the wild, and we'll see. I mean, Google hasn't commented yet on that, but we will see if they do. Gary from Google basically told us that you can tell if Google's testing the mobile first index in the wild if you're using an m.domain. So if you're using an m.domain, you can see if the title and descriptions, meta descriptions, are pulling from the m.domain versus the desktop domain, and you can actually tell then if Google is actually using or testing the mobile first index in the wild. Google also suggested that they are using off-site sentiment analysis, both negative and positive and negative off-site sentiment analysis. So what people are saying about you on social, what people are saying about you on other websites, that might be being used across Google search rankings to say this site's a good site, this guy's a bad site, et cetera, to figure out the sentiment analysis around Google. Of course, people has been thinking Google's been doing this for a fairly long time, and now Gary from Google actually somewhat confirmed it at State of Search conference. Google said pruning content is not a safe thing to do. You should first try to improve the content on your website instead of pruning it or removing it, because you never know if that content's going to rank well in search. Again, that's somewhat of a basic thing to understand, but at the same time, a lot of people do 404 no index pages that they think are low quality, instead of actually updating the content and making it better. Of course, it's not just an easy thing to do. So there's obviously has to be resources available to do that. Gary from Google said there is value in broken link building. I hate broken link building because, I have a site that's almost 15 years old, and there's obviously links, places that I'm linking to from 10 years ago that no longer exist. And I get emails all the time. Oh, this link no longer exists. Please link to our site instead of using that link. I'm not going to do that. It's dated articles. It has content. The link was there for a reason. That link is no longer valid, but again, the content is still there for a reason, and it's dated for a reason. In any event, Gary said there is value in doing that based on the context. Google said it's better to have comments on your site than to link out to social networks. So a lot of blogs these days and news sites are removing commenting directly from the website, saying go to social to engage with us. Use Twitter, Facebook, etc. to engage with us. Gary's saying it doesn't really help them to do that for ranking purposes because you're not getting the content or engagement on your site. You're giving the content on the engagement on a third-party site, which doesn't really help you. Again, some common sense there, but again, a lot of sites are doing that. Google strongly encouraged, and this is something we covered a couple weeks ago, that if you're using the new flexible sampling, the replacement for First Click Free program, that you use the paywall content markup. So Google has this new markup schema item that you can add to your site for subscription and paywall content. That gives Google a hint that you're not cloaking, you're not doing anything against Google's terms and guidelines, and you should definitely use that, Google said. They strongly encourage it, they said. Gary from Google also said that featured snippets are constantly evolving. They're evolving and changing. What you see today is probably not what you're going to see tomorrow, and we know that. But again, Google's constantly testing this and making things hopefully better over time, so we will see. Google Penguin is on autopilot. Of course, we know that when the real-time index has been released, and Gary said that it is on autopilot. It's only tweaked occasionally. I don't think it's been tweaked in some time now. But again, Gary confirmed that it is on autopilot. It's very rarely tweaked, and that's how Penguin has been running for a while, and the search team is very happy with how it's been working. Gary also said that the date in the snippets, the bylines, the snippets, the search result snippets, if you see a date there, it kind of looks like this. You can see over there. That could actually go away. If you're abusing it as a publisher, Google can then kind of give you a penalty on your website to say, don't show that date. We've seen sites abuse that for ranking purposes and for other purposes, for click-through purposes, and Google can take action on that. Google talked about how Crillon Scripts could impact search rankings. So a lot of different languages use like accent marks and Crillon Scripts on the specific letters that you're writing about. It's in French, it's in German, it's in Romanian, it's in Hebrew, it's in different languages. And Google said, it's not really a case where it could actually impact rankings that much or at all. But John Mueller actually went into that in detail, which is a fairly interesting topic, something that I don't know much about. Google's working, or hopefully going to be working, on short Q&A videos for webmasters. They did this back when Matt Cutts was around. They used to provide all these 2, 3, 4 minute videos answering one webmaster SEO related question. Google posted a form asking you to submit your questions so they could go ahead and start these videos up again, which is a nice little feature. I ran a poll asking SEOs, do they use log files for their work? And 68% said pretty much they don't. The poll breakdown is as follows. 38% said they rarely are able to get them. 29% said they don't need them, they don't ask for them. 18% said they often get them, and 15% said yes, they always get them, which is a pretty interesting thing. Another poll has said that Blackhat SEO is definitely not dead, it's alive and well. It's just most people think it's adapting and changing to the time. So we have 35% of those who took the poll said Blackhat SEO is adapting. 27% said no, it's not dead. Only 25% said yeah, it's dead, and 13% have no clue what Blackhat SEO is and didn't respond to it, or said I don't know. Sorry. Google AdWords now can automatically spend twice your daily budget on any given day in order to make up if they don't spend that daily budget on a different day. Of course, it won't go above your monthly budget, but Google said they can now go ahead and twice your daily average budget. Again, it won't go over your monthly budget, but it could go over your daily budget. This is kind of ironic. It has happened before, where the Jiffy's CEO said, pretty much we own the Google for this term, happy birthday. It used to be that Google Jiffy, the popular GIF search engine, used to rank #1 for the term happy birthday in Google, amongst other things. And the day after the article from Fast Company about this was published, so it was published on October 3rd. The day after that, October 4th, their rankings declined for a lot of keywords, including the term happy birthday. Again, I don't think it has anything. I think it's just a coincidence, in my opinion, but it is pretty interesting. If you want to be a Gary or a John Mueller from Google, you can. Google's hiring new webmaster trends analysts. It's a job in the Zurich office in Switzerland. You can definitely go ahead and fill out the application, and they are hiring new Google webmaster trends analysts. Speaking about Google and joining, Danny Sullivan, the founder of the search community in many ways, is joining Google. He announced it last week. He will be joining Google specifically to serve as a sort of public liaison for search, basically helping bridge the communities as well as teach people how to search better, I guess. It will be interesting to see what's going on. I have my thoughts here. I'm going to go into a pretty long post about what my thoughts are about that. And here's Danny Sullivan wearing taking a photo of him on his first day of orientation behind the Noogler Android statue. He has his Noogler hat and everything. So congrats to Danny. Hopefully this will be a really good thing for the search community. Hopefully it'll be a great thing also for Google. Congratulations to Danny. And that's about it, everyone. Thanks so much for listening to the Search Buzz video recap. My name again is Barry Schwartz. Again, this was published on Friday, October 13th. This was created on Wednesday, October 11th. Everyone have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys next. Bye.